You know who I love? I love all of my players who are here with me tonight. We are an hour late after our normal start time because Dearwolf had to work late, but I promised the people, all three of them, that we would be back to streaming today. So here we are, and welcome everyone to session 8. He says, not quite sure, of Dragon's Demand. We are in to chapter 2 was short. Chapter 2 was like 2 sessions. The Wizard's Estate, I think it was maybe even 1 session. We're now in a chapter 3, which is entitled Dragon Slayers. So there might be a dragon. I don't know. But as is tradition, we're going to go around the table. We're going to have everyone introduce themselves, introduce their characters, and then we're going to dive right into, well, today's episode, today's session, as it were. So we're going to go Blau, Zeb, Patrick, Atomic, Aaron. Take it away, gentlemen, and let's get after it.
Hey everybody, I'm Blau/Joe. If you get some coughs, I'm slightly sick, so sorry about that. I'm playing Epius, the wizard.
I am Zeb. I am playing Gris Hudson, the ranger who's really tired of things entering his fucking mind.
It's all right. I'll take care of that for you. I'm Lucas, Patrick, playing Lucas, the half elf with the beard, and Clerica Milani.
I like it. I like it.
I'm Atomic. I'm playing Calcadia. And, oh, it's time to slay some dragons or anything else that gets in the way, because, yeah, fuck kobolds.
It's great. I like it.
And I'm Aaron. I'm playing Rikus, the half-orc fighter, and we're going to get Richard Die trying.
Love it. And of course, I am Dare Wolf. I am Dare Wolf, the Game Master. And you know what? This is session 9. Because last session was session 8. I apparently doubled up on session 7 on YouTube, so I just double-checked. So this is session 9, everybody. We're going to live edit this right now, so that no one's confused.
Okay, we're doing it live.
Session 9. Fuck it.
I was
Do it
gonna
live.
say,
And yeah, so welcome to session 8. 9. I can't even do it right.
9.
Session 9.
Session 8.1.
Session 8.2 of Dragon's Demand. But when we last left off, our intrepid adventurers, you guys had watched as this massive, horrific-looking black dragon had swooped down out of the dark, ominous clouds onto the town of Belhaim and had unceremoniously demanded an ungodly sum of gold from the citizens, a particular amount of gold, one for every person that calls this town home, but through some magicking, through a little bit of detective reasoning, you had discovered that this dragon that had appeared in the skies above and landed on the town hall of Belhaim was no more than a very powerful, mind you, image. But it did not breathe, it did not break the shingles like a massive beast would, so be it a dragon, be it a powerful caster of sorts, someone is calling you out, as it were. Someone is saying that they will lay waste to the town. So I'd like to pick back up in the town of Belhaim with all of you just having left the Devoy Manor. Perhaps you're heading along the Green Hill Road back towards the town center. And I'd like to just give you all a few moments post the conversation with the mayor, post the agreeing for her to pay you, post her letting you know about this crypt of Tula and this secret that they've kept about Tula having gone crazy, as it were, and her people having to slay her. What are you guys talking about? Where are you guys at in this moment?
Should we even stay here? Yeah, yes. I know y'all are stunned, but should we even stay here? This dragon, are we up for it?
It wasn't a real dragon, though. It was.
We don't know what we're dealing with still.
So we're saying it's not a dragon.
Well,
it was
what
an
we've
illusion.
seen, yeah. Rikus and his magical abilities saw that it wasn't. So somebody is trying to blackmail the town to a degree. We don't know if they have a dragon. The kobolds all think that there's some form of dragon or some entity. We've killed them. Calgadir is wearing some of them. And now we have what? We can go to a monastery where they're wanting us to bring an absurd amount of gold. Or we can go to Tula's tomb where she was killed by her followers for betraying everybody and siding with the dragons. I need a drink.
Yeah,
I've had a day, Lucas. I've had a day.
I think we owe the town
all
a
in the
support.
same boat.
I think we shouldn't leave the town high and dry, at least until we determine there's something we can't handle.
I'm not one to cut and run. That's for sure.
I agree. You never know what your limit is until you hit it. And so far, I haven't hit it. Plus, there's treasure to be had.
Besides, didn't she say that there may be some additional powerful gear in this Tula's tomb? If we can get past the traps? I mean, the Tomb of a Dragon Slayer has to have something worth using, even if there is a dragon. Calgadir already has the axe. Maybe we can get him a matching set.
It's not traps I'm worried about. Whenever we would bury my people, usually they would have close friends, guardians. So that is what I'm worried about.
Undead I can deal with.
Between Lucas and I, the undead will be handled.
Right.
Yeah, either they'll be destroyed or they'll be co-opted. And I just look at
if they're co-opted, they can walk over traps for us until they're no longer of use.
Until they're destroyed, right?
Fair point.
So
drink first.
What is the game plan?
We need to rest.
Yeah, we'd have to do at least a night. I'm hurting, and I can heal us up if we need. And
besides, I need to move all of my stuff from my room into the house.
We have new spells that we'll need.
Right. Well, I'm going to see if I could find any maps to get an idea on the layout, how to get. Are we going to Tula's tomb? Is that the plan?
I think it would be best to go there first. Yes. If there's anything, if there is a dragon, apart from Calgadir's axe and our weapons and magic, if there's anything that'll help us stop it, it will be there, probably.
Well, I'm going to see if there's any shortcuts to get through there a little bit faster, save us some time. Talk with some of the hunters, see if they've seen anything out in the woods, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to leave the town undefended, but we have to go out for this.
I'll check.
If that dragon illusion was to be believed, we'll be the ones in danger. They said nobody leaves the town. If you do, you'll be killed.
I understand that, but what if it takes insult to us leaving?
We have to follow the same road to go to the crypt as we do to the temple. They're not going to know what we're doing, especially if we bring along some heavy-looking chests with us.
You know, it's not a bad idea.
We can fill these chests with meat and cheese.
Whatever we want to put in them.
What else are we going to carry?
It's a blood-curdling scream from somewhere in the town. We're not sure what it is.
Just gonna turn that off. Sorry. My man.
But as you all arrive back at the Wise Piper, having this conversation as you travel along the road, what you notice is that the citizens of the town are, well, they are avoiding the streets. What few people you do pass by, there are murmurs of, what are we going to do? I know these dragon slayers said they could do it, but did you see the size of that creature? Did you see the size of that dragon? I am fearful that even the dragon slayers, as powerful as these, might be outmatched. So there is doubt. There is doubt in the town. But what is perhaps even more disconcerting is that as you arrive at the, thanks Rosenfox for the follow, as well as for Lurkin. But as you arrive here at the Wise Piper, one of the barmaids approaches Lucas, actually.
Yes. She says, my favorite?
She says, she asked me to give this to you. Mentioned that it was important, that if anyone could help, it was likely you. And there is a small little rolled up letter, a little string tied around it. The string itself is green. And she hands it to you. And she mentions that it's from Talia.
Oh, so it's not Talia. Okay. Milani's blessing.
She nods.
Open it up.
And goes back to work.
Open it up.
It's a short, hastily written letter. And it states the following. I'm going to deal with this. You and your friends would do your best to leave. You've already put yourselves in too much harm's way. I'll make sure that nothing... I'll make sure nothing bad happens to the town. I can deal with this. Please. And it's just signed T.
I just throw it on the table and go, well, now we have to stay. Now we have to finish this. Yeah, he just did a complete 180.
I told you he was sweet on her.
I mean, you didn't need to convince me.
So I show it to everybody, let everybody read it. Of course, I threw it in front of Calgadir, so I don't know if he can read it or not.
Wow! He's a barbarian, not a literal.
Wow.
That's straight out of like first edition AD&D, where it's like
First edition AD&D,
first and second edition. You couldn't read if you were barbarian.
Well, have you know Calgadir can read somewhat?
I'll have you know I know my AB.
I know my ABDs.
That's horrible.
Oh, so it's nice when
you couldn't read
goes,
anything unless it was written on a rock.
God.
Messing with you.
All right.
Yeah, but we'll have to do something about this now.
Well, let's get over to the manor. Get settled in.
And as you gather
Looks
your
like...
things, head over to the manor. Please continue, Blah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I was about to say, looks like Talia's gone, so we're going to need to handle whatever this is quickly.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know where.
Are there any books, do you suppose, Epius, about Tula's crypts?
I can either look into the books or I can enchant Rykes' armor. I can't do both.
I mean, I can.
Okay.
I can go through the libraries.
I can look at the books.
Okay. I was just as long as we can get maybe an idea on what we're walking into.
We cut to a bit of a montage of Epius working deeply, passionately, on Rykes' armor. We see Rykes reading, surprisingly, Calgadir trying to scry rocks, as it were. And, no, I'm kidding. He can read too. But all of you do find a number of books, historical documents that talk about Tula and her band of dragon-slaying mercenaries. But the issue is, all of them are suspect. All of them are... You're not sure if you can believe what's written, based on the information that the mayor gave to you. All of them paint her as this magnificent, championed warrior who formed the town, worked with the people to defend them, and was slain in a horrific, bloody battle between the dragon slayers and a very similar looking black dragon. Actually, her tomb is built under the corpse of that very black dragon, northeast in the Dragon Fen. And Gris, you had mentioned finding a map and talking with some of the hunters and travelers. And what you discover is that the crypt of Tula is up along the Askander Creek. There is a river that runs from the Rogue Creek, bends along, gets near to the Old Quarry Road, goes through the Dragon Fen, serpentining back and forth, and then travels as its way up, and it's built right on the edge of where the creek gets a little bit wider, up to the northeast of your present location.
Is it looking like it's going to be...
You could get there within a couple hours. That everything is within like 4 or 5 miles of your present location.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can get there quite easily, actually.
I think the issue will come once we break off the trail to the crypt, or break off the trail to the monastery, and then head for the crypt. They might try and stop us.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Boris and I can go round up some horses.
I don't think. Well, we've
You
got
want to walk that 4 miles?
we've got the flesh creature. Isn't it going to carry? It can carry the fake chest.
This is fair.
Do we have any others? Can't remember if we had any more.
No, we lost evidence, so I think we're just with patches. Or scraps. Apologies.
Scraps.
We could put a cart on that thing.
He could pull
lash
a
it
wagon.
to a wagon.
Yeah, you could pull a wagon. Yes.
Easily enough. All right, let's find a wagon and let's find a big old box to put in it.
Can we maybe say, GM, that in the hall here there are, strong boxes that the wizard used to own that have now been, of course, emptied of their contents?
Wasn't there a bunch
Absolutely.
of crates and stuff
Yeah,
downstairs?
there's a whole bunch of
you have
shit, yeah.
plenty of. You could very easily put together a fake, box, a fake treasure chest with the gold the town has amassed to pay off this black dragon, as it were. Absolutely.
Fill it with rocks.
All right. Well, I'll go find a wagon. I'm gonna come with you on that.
I assume this is still either very early morning or midnight, so Epis is probably working on the armor mid-conversation.
Correct.
You're going to go liberate a wagon, so what's going to happen at midnight?
Well then, me and Boris will shack up here then, I suppose. Best not to go steal from people trying to save.
Look, we must steal this from you so we can save you.
It's called requisitioning.
Calgadir will go, because who's going to not give their, if we get caught? What are they going to do?
Is my lease on Hard Glow still good? And is there a wagon in that barn somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to go get the one out of Hard Glow if there's one in there.
Yeah, if we got one at Hard Glow, I'll go gather that up.
You absolutely can get a wagon if you need one. No issues. In
Perfect.
fact, you could probably go be like, hey, we need a wagon to go kill the dragons. And you'd have like 6 people be like, you can take my wagon. I've got 2. Which one do you need? One's a little bit bigger than the other. Like, it's not an issue.
Yeah, no, it's not an issue.
That's some wonderful
Section
math.
9, the journey to find a wagon.
Yeah, that's the math.
Well, the journey is not to steal one.
We're gonna kill a dragon. We need a wagon.
I need a weapon.
I need a weapon.
I love it.
Session 9, paint that wagon.
Paint that wagon.
We're painting it red because it makes it go faster.
I like it.
Put some speed holes in it.
All right. We're mixing up our fantasy and sci-fi. Let's calm down. All right, our fantasy sci-fi,
All right.
sci-fantasy, fan-fi. I don't know how you say it.
We're not playing Iron Gods here. Get out of here.
Gris is gonna go get a fucking wagon.
Gris, you're able to. I need you to roll me a survival check. No, I'm kidding. You're able to get a wagon, Gris. You're able to get a wagon.
Fucking let me roll this. Let me roll. All right. So me and Boris got a wagon. Now we wait for Scraps and everybody else. Probably sheep in the wagon.
Oh yeah, I probably, whoever was going through the library books, I would have kept watch along with me. I'm gonna mark off that scroll here.
Because... Well, I mean, if he's able to get the wagon and they're reading stuff, and Calgadir can just, it's probably doing his daily martial practice swings. It's like, this is how you decapitate someone, just right. Since he can't read, apparently, it's fine.
So someone else saying up whether it be Rikus or Lucas going through the town records. I don't really mind whoever gets casted on.
You can do either there, but Wolfie.
I mean, it's up to you guys.
So I think we good.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to take the night, rest up, prepare, read a bunch of what would be the term that I'm trying to think of? Propaganda.
Ephemera.
Propaganda about Tula. You're welcome to do so. Yeah.
Yep.
Skills.
But in the morning, as you all arise, feeling significantly better, slightly healed up, perhaps all at max HP, because I'm a benevolent GM tonight. Benevolent GM. You got enough healing spells left over, Lucas. You could have healed everybody, right?
Oh, yes.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. A couple channels.
I can do all spontaneous.
There you go. I'm curious, what time of day do you choose to head out towards the Crypt of Tula?
I'd say like 5 in the morning, right before sunrise.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
really get on the move.
Just not to spook anybody. We should leave before the town's really up, so they don't see us leaving.
Love it. I love it. So they all think the town awakens, noticing you're gone, and assumes you've abandoned them. That's perfect.
Yes.
But as you travel,
just a note on the door. We'll be back.
As you travel from Belhaim, you begin to follow along the old quarry road. You cross over into the middle of the Dragon Fen, continuing north, farther and farther and farther and farther. And I'm using Epius because you have a token on the map, which is a lot of fun.
Okay.
So we're using you for it. But as you travel, what you all notice, and Gris, I would say you're the first one to really notice this, probably Kelgadir as well, but you notice that there is a distinct lack of any wildlife. You see no deer, you hear no birds, you see no wolves, you see no rodents, you see nothing. It's quiet. It's very, very quiet. I'd like you to make a knowledge nature check for us, Gris, or Kelgadir, really anyone that wants to make it, if you choose to point this out. Anyone that wants to make knowledge nature may do so.
Yeah.
12, no.
Let's try roll it a minute. Yeah, no. Oh, shit! Oh, it's Centurion, so actually I can make it.
Anybody else have knowledge nature?
That piece does, but if they didn't point it out, he probably wouldn't notice it.
I'll do a survival, but
No.
I don't have knowledge nature.
Yeah, I could do survival, but I don't have knowledge nature.
I'll let you make a knowledge survival. Not knowledge, just a survival check, excuse me.
Survival?
Kelgadir. So, you know, like, when you're hunting a large beast, there's a predator, a very big predator. There tends to be a distinct lack of small creatures and whatnot in the area because they're afraid of it.
The territory.
Yeah. It's giving you those vibes right now. Like, there's something big that has scared off all the wildlife.
Yeah. Kelgadir is going to assume too. Like, just whatever. He's kind of going to keep an eye out on Boris. See how Boris reacts, because Boris can actually, if there's like a scent or something in the territory or whatever, which is usually how it's done.
Traveling, Boris's nose has done one of these. So it was northeast. The farther northeast you get, it starts to pivot east. And as you pass this threshold where you're off-roading it up towards the Crypt of Tula, his nose is always pointing southwest, towards the hills, towards where this monastery, and pay no attention to the thing that says Dragon Lair on the map. It's pointing towards that. So, yeah, don't fight. But as you all get close and closer to the crypt, you crest a hill, and it goes down into a kind of almost swampy, shallow area. And you see here that even hundreds of years after the dragon's fall, its bones are an awe-inspiring sight. The skeleton has partially sunk into the bog, but enough remains that it appears to be draped over a low earthen mound. On the side of the mound is a stone door with a single wrought keyhole. And you guys are all down in the bottom left-hand corner of this map, where you should see area E1, and you're arriving from that kind of southwestern corner up towards this massive, massive dragon skeleton, as it were. And I'm going to go ahead and get everyone onto the map here really quick. Bear with me. Boris. We got
Boris is big.
Boris is huge.
Is he large size now?
No, I'm saying like the token's bigger than normal.
Make him a little bit smaller. There we go.
He's a chunky boy.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
He's a thick ass boy. Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord. All right, but as you all get here, you see this massive skeleton of an old ancient dragon.
No.
Oh,
left shit home.
I stayed home.
Sorry
I'm taking the day
my
off.
dude.
No, I slept in.
No, you were in the heavy armor, so you're like the last one getting out.
Okay, hey, wait,
you're
guys,
like,
God.
guys, I need like a step stool. I'm wearing this plate mail.
Cry it out loud.
Oh god. You're still getting your armor on by the time everyone else arrives here.
You're kind of winded.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sitting on the wagon. You sure you don't want to ride?
No.
It has taken you about 3 hours to get here. And so it is now 8 o'clock in the morning. Sun has risen. But the air in this bog has this kind of foul stench. Like this old, rotten vegetation. But there's something else. It smells like rotten meat. Smells like that sweet smell you smell when if you ever smelled like rotten fruit, it has that rotten fruit sweetness to it. That's what it smells like here.
Yeah, like a hot dumpster. That high, like acidic. Yeah,
it's not good. Not good.
Smell of decay and whatever.
It smells like everything dies here.
Moving carefully. Epi's going to go ahead and cast Clay Skin on Rikus, which is basically stone skin, but it's DR5 instead of DR10. So you have 25 hit points of DR5 adamantine, and it lasts for an hour. Well, 50 minutes, but...
How big is the, would you say the skull of the skeleton is? I mean, it's a dragon, but no, not for that. It's just, just curious how big it is.
Looks like it's like 10 foot by 10 foot.
It is 10 foot by 10 foot. This was probably not a great worm, but close to it. It was big. It's a chunky boy.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Epi's going to detect magic.
Yeah, while he's doing that, can I check to see if there's any fresh tracks around?
So you may. Give us a perception check, Gris.
Let me click on my little duder. Yeah!
Wow.
Gris, you notice not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 oddly colored and oddly undulating bits of bog. In one of those bits of bog, you notice that kind of looks like there's a couple of eyes sticking out, maybe a couple of mouths. Another one here, another one there, another one you actually recognize. Remember that creature you fought in the basement?
Oh,
you found its family. They don't appear to have noticed you as of yet, but you see 5 gibbering mouthers just kind of undulating in the bog around the backside of this dragon.
They slowly get pointed out to the party as to not draw attention.
They don't look terribly... They don't look as impressed as the other one, do they?
Well, but there's a lot more of them.
There's more.
You have Scraps down. Scraps will be immune to their effects.
Well, they get him up here.
Do we want Scraps to wait in and fight them, or do we want to go around?
I mean...
We don't even know where the entrance to the tomb is. Did you guys look through those books? Did you find anything?
So the door, you do see a stone door that is just under the wing. The right wing. See this little, like, almost kind of looks like a little pathway up? There is a stone door with a large and very obvious keyhole.
Wait, do we have a key?
You do. The mayor did provide you with one. I
yes.
forgot to mention that.
I thought, was it the mayor or was it the little...
The little halfling lady, the little gnome lady. She gave you the key. That is correct, yes.
The mayor's goon gave it to us.
The goon.
The CIA.
Her secret police. Master. Yeah.
Secret police.
Yeah, the fucking...
This game's taking a turn.
Oh.
KGB.
It's a KGB. A gnome KGB. I'm sorry.
In Soviet Belheim, dragons.
Well,
you.
what do you think? What do you think the G in
you?
KGB stands for?
I hate you. I hate you.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Good night, everybody.
I think that's just my. I think that's my D&D career. I'm done.
Oh man, I think that's PC there, Wolf. You're gonna get canceled. Oh boy.
I don't think I have anything that would help with this.
If we don't want to leave them behind, we can have Scrap stomp in, and we can just start plinking at them. Maybe plug our ears.
Because
We
if
have
we
to do
put
it
that
way.
key, what if when we open the door, that makes everybody upset? Gets them all on us. What if that's the trigger?
Well,
they might just be protecting it.
Might we, Chris, you and I maybe flank a little to the right, make sure there's. I see all the puddles, make sure there's no more. At least see if we can get an eye on the eyes.
Lapis is going to begin plugging his ears either way.
Because I would hate to spook these and then find out that there's 20 more coming from the right-hand side.
Yeah. That's not the worst idea. I'll follow you then, big man.
My arm is mostly in the front because I don't intend to get stabbed in the back. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a Kagator skirt the. I don't know. I'm hand gesturing to skirt the towards the east a bit. Try and get an eye on, see if we see any more of these stupid things floating around. Hopefully not.
They seem to all be congregating around the backside of the tail, and what you notice is that there appears to be some very old, like slightly rotten-looking meat, flesh, as it were, back there that these gibbering mouthers appear to be feasting upon. So it's the bog is basically the leftover remains of this dragon.
Okay, so they are eating whatever's left over of the dragon.
That's what it looks like. They look pretty preoccupied, I'll tell you that much. Now, if you open a door and start digging around, I don't know what'll happen, but...
Yeah. It's like a, what are they called? Whale falls at the bottom of the ocean. Whales die, float to the bottom, everything congregates to eat them.
Yeah. At least that means that they're eating the dragon and somebody's not coming here and feeding them.
Oh, I mean, something could travel here and get stuck. I mean, look at this ground. I mean, you said it's like a PD bog, right? So, I mean, I imagine the animals, if they did come here, would get stuck real quick.
I don't exactly want to fight this early in the morning, but I really don't want those things coming in behind us.
Well, I mean, if it's a door with a lock, presumably we could lock them out, but that would mean we'd lock ourselves in.
Yeah.
And that would mean we potentially would have to deal with them if maybe we're running from something inside the tomb.
You have to deal with them first.
I think whatever we're doing, we're going to have to deal with them, regardless of whether it's now or later. I feel if later, there's going to be a lot more to deal with.
I agree with you. Let's make sure...
Get them out of our backfield.
See if there's any more, or maybe something else around here. Yeah. Just because I don't want to be fighting one thing and then be attacked by another. Just.
I'm gonna go see if Epis has any more of those plugs for my ears, because I'm not doing that again.
I mean, you did such a good job of it last time.
Do we know how far away that thing worked? How far? Do we remember how far away the gibbering mouthers sound works?
It was at least 40 feet. Could I knowledge it?
You would know that their sound effect is anything within 60 feet.
Ooh. So, if I could stand up there and just plunk at it with my crossbow.
Yeah, we could have scraps go. We could have scraps go in there and occupy them.
You gonna send scraps in?
Is everyone ready to shoot?
Yep.
Yep.
So everyone's what?
Well, I wanted to scout out the east, this other side, and just because there's other, we can see other puddles and stuff. Just make sure that there's
puddles.
Not.
It's all very close to the water's edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything over here appears to be more grassy, etc.
I was gonna say I think we did like a full horseshoe and we've came back.
Okay, then that's fine. It just Kagator just doesn't want to be fighting something and then something come up and shake him in the backside. So I mean, if we scouted it out and didn't see anything, then yeah, we're down the clown.
As Scraps trudges over, he gets within about 10 feet of the closest gibbering mouther, and You watch as the creature kind of undulates, all of its eyes look towards Scraps. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them seem to sink down into the bog and vanish from sight. You wait for a minute, wait for another minute.
I don't like that.
And they don't reappear.
I don't like it either.
They are gone.
They might just be interested in eating, not wanting to fight.
What if?
Or they could be afraid of Scraps.
They could, but what if there's some form of a guardian? I mean, that's what Uncle was using his for, was to protect down in his basement shithole.
So that may be Griss's kind of like interpretation of it, but Epius, you would know that it was less so a protector and more like he was experimenting. It was trapped in a room. It wasn't there as a protector, it was trapped. Yeah, so use like that information as you see fit and interpret it as you will.
Maybe these are bound here just like the one in Hunclay's.
Gris, resident wizard man, is it possible that they have some type of pack leader? Is there any sort of that sort of thing? Like wolves would have a pack leader? That possibly they have one as well? Could be hiding, or maybe trapped underground that they're trying to retreat to. Or something.
I've not heard anything like that though.
Yeah, I'm throwing shit at the wall. Really.
I think we should try the door and keep Scraps between us and them.
Yes, because from what I've seen, they don't want anything to do with him.
Which makes sense. Their abilities don't work on him, and they can tell.
Fair. I'm all for trying the door. Perhaps a couple people try the door. A couple people be prepared behind, just in case something tries to come up at us.
I'll stay back, just in case.
I'll go with somebody else to try the door.
As you all get up close to the door, whoever's going to the door, I would like you guys to roll a perception check. Whoever's is going to the door. And the door is located just beneath the wing, right? Yeah, right where that green is. Yeah, Patrick, you're right. Right there is where the door is located.
Who's Patrick?
Lucas.
Yeah, I'm supposed to kind of here-ish.
Yeah.
Lucas, as you get close to the door, about 10 feet from it, you hear what can only be described as faint, muffled sobbing. Like a child who has lost its favorite teddy bear. Just soft, muted sobbing. And with that perception check, you think you hear several children crying behind that door.
Oh, I'll turn around and look at Calgadir, call Epius up, and Chris. Explain what you just said. There's children behind, or I hear children.
Well, hang on. Do you hear them like on the other side of this door?
Other side of the door.
Or is it possibly you're hearing them through another doorway, like what happened with me?
I'm hearing them from the door. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
I know of any kind of undead abomination that tries to mimic children.
Knowledge religion.
He did.
25.
You have heard of a creature known as an attic whisper. The things resemble a gray, emaciated child with cobwebs and dust for clothes, and a fox skull for a head.
Well, that just sounds charming.
Yeah, I'll describe that to them and say, but I can't be sure until I get a good look at the things.
Well, let's be reasonable. Children aren't going to be stuck in there. We have the key. Something is out to mess with us.
The door is locked. Can I check to see if the door's if anything's been trying to get into the door at all?
So the door doesn't appear to have been opened in a very, very long time. There's actually a little bit of caked up dirt and grime at its base. You'd be very easily be able to tell someone had opened it recently.
Right. Okay. So there's just like no tracks or any aggravation on it of somebody trying to open it. Okay.
Something is trying to fuck us.
Let's go. Absolutely.
I will let you know if there's an undead child on the other side of this door. I'm cutting its head off.
Yeah, Appius is gonna pull his scroll and ready in action to cast Command Undead if he sees an undead.
As you open the door, you see that it opens into a roughly 15-foot radius, so 30-foot wide chamber, and there is a walkway that goes straight directly into the center, and then a spiral stone staircase that looks to travel down deep into the earth. It's dark enough and deep enough to where even those with dark vision cannot see the bottom, but the sound of that crying is now louder. It appears to be coming from somewhere at the base of this stairwell.
I've got a light spell if anybody wants to volunteer for it.
I'd say either put it on Rikus. I mean, he's got a higher AC. I'd put it on him. Put it on his sword or something.
Doesn't his sword glow already?
Yeah.
Does it?
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be used as a light source.
Well, okay. Here's the other thing. Then the two melee guys at the front. I say we have Chris at the back watching behind us, just because he's a rangy boy. Put it on him so we have light.
Okay.
Right.
Both ends of the party.
Yeah, and I can light us up. I'll be in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. And then our two squishier guys are in the middle, kind of like a convoy kind of thing.
Yep. Let's go.
I assume Patches is behind me.
Yeah.
Or Scraps. I'm going to keep on to Patches.
Pivot you guys up a little bit to this circular chamber. And we can say that some of you are up on the stairs, etc. But as you travel down, you get down to the base where you see that there is what looks to have been a secret door at one point, but the door has either been destroyed or has decayed to rubble with time. But as you got down very close to the base, looking in, you see what appears to be a tomb chamber. This oval chamber has two large alcoves, each containing two child-sized stone sarcophagi. In the east end of the room, a shaft opens above a marble statue of a rearing warhorse. But in the center of the chamber, you all see the very creatures that Appius had described. In fact, a chorus of them. And as you just get within range, I'm going to have everyone roll initiative. I believe we had some readied actions to try to command undead. But we're going to dive into a little bit of potential combat.
If we want to... Where is it? There it goes. Not great, not terrible.
Okay. Where is my... I must click on my cooking. Great.
Was the doorway and like the stairway big enough for Scraps to get through, or wouldn't?
It gets a little narrow in here, but he can make it. It's going to be a little cramped with him in there. Okay. So you tell me where you guys want him.
I didn't know if he was coming down.
Put him in the back left here.
I am totally fine with it. All right, let's get these attic whispers in here.
Oh, I need to get Boris's initiative as well. Boris.
Right.
I need to be closer.
And we had a readied action, Appius. You had a readied action to cast a scroll, I believe, of Command Undead.
Indeed.
So have at it.
I just need a will save. If they're intelligent, that's a DC 17.
They are indeed intelligent.
It is a DC 17.
DC 17. Let's see what happens. This is 16.
That's mine. Gib.
Right.
That's the one in front.
Gib.
I'm gonna mark this one as being mind controlled. And
on his turn, he'll say, "Get out of the way of the cleric."
And I'm gonna give control of that to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
What is yours? Anyone else with ready actions? I believe that was everybody. So, first up in the initiative is Rakus. It's your go.
Just draw them in. Draw them in.
Yeah, using my... Put myself right about there. And yeah, I'll ready an action to attack the first thing that comes near me. That isn't the one that's mind control.
The Attic Whisper here begins to sob and convulse wildly, almost uncontrollably, and the entire chamber starts to fill with these echoes as all of the other Attic Whispers start to sob and cry as well.
Oh no.
It moves forward, getting just within 10 feet of Rikus, and as it does so, Rikus, I need you to make a will save, please.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, fine.
Okay. One will save.
You are actually totally fine. You're not filled with sorrow and fear, but it continues forward, getting to right there, which does activate your prepared action to slash you.
Prepared action.
This young man.
Well, we will slash him with my adamantine longsword +1.
Baptist ass.
That is a 22 for 12. Slashing in, you can hear this kind of clattering, like you are slashing into a small children's toy box, like a child's toy box. You see little bits, little trinkets, little wooden war horses and whatnot fall away from beneath its strange cobweb-like clothing, and it continues to cry wildly and almost shrieks like a child would. It's quite disturbing, but you do break off bits of its bones, but it's going to attempt to... It doesn't really... It reaches out with like a bony hand and tries to reach towards your chest.
Ooh.
And touches your stomach, or at least tries to. What's your touch AC?
My touch AC, sir, is 11.
As it touches your midsection, you feel like your very breath is being pulled from your body. I need you to give me a will save, please.
God damn. 21.
You are good for the time being. You are good for the time being. This other Attic Whisper is going to move up.
Do the thing! Do the thing!
Get very close to you as well, and also attempt to steal your breath. It touches you on the leg. You feel like your breath is being pulled out through your kneecaps, which is horrible. Give us another will save. God. Well, actually, let me make sure he touches you. He does have to roll pretty okay. 17's a hit. Ooh. Rikus. The breath from your right lung is expunged, like you got punched in the chest. You are now fatigued.
Awesome.
You are now fatigued. Moving forward.
Conditions.
Gris,
Set conditions.
it's your turn.
Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna take a pot shot at his little tiny ass and shoot him. So let me make sure I got the right stuff here. No, not that one. That's the one. So it should be. Wait, something's on here. Hang on, give me 1 second.
I have faith in you. You're gonna be fine. Or maybe you
Yeah,
won't.
no,
We'll find out.
You mean little man.
I will just say, after like having done all the work on the character sheet, it's pretty awesome just to be able to tick off fatigued, and then it just does all the work.
I'm telling you, these character sheets are a hassle to set up, but once they're set up, so good. After like 2 or 3 levels, you're like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah.
Now that I've figured out how it works, it's fine.
It's fucking awesome, dude. I love these character sheets for sure. Community character sheet on Roll20. Hashtag sponsor me. I don't know. I don't think it's actually a thing. Oh man! So which one? You shooting the one in front of our boy? That is 9 and 6 damage. Both arrows strike into him, ricocheting off the bones, but breaking them. And you hear and see additional small childlike toys and trinkets, little like rattles and things like that, fall out from its insides, as it were. But it's still standing. It is still standing. It is still standing.
I'm reaching for another arrow. I am very uncomfortable right now.
Calgadir, you're up next.
Oh boy! All right, so Calgadir's gonna get a little angry. As you know, as is tradition, really. People should be insulted if he's not angry. I'll explain what I want to do, and you tell me if I can do it with the space we have. I want to go to the north of Rikus.
Yeah.
And then shove his ass south, like out of the doorway.
Rikus, so you're gonna resist a shove combat maneuver?
I'm gonna say no, just because he's not expecting Calgadir to shove him. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Could I fit there? Could I fit?
In fact, you can push him out of the way and take his spot.
I'll do that.
Now that would take your standard action, so that would be your turn.
That'd be my turn. That's fine.
You're cool with that. All right, but I'm totally fine with it. So literally, Rikus is just like, and you're like, out of the way, big boy.
I see him gasping for breath. Calgadir, he does his, just his eyebrows, just, he gets angry, and then, he'll push him out of the way, just because he hears him
forward. And what's your touch AC?
My touch AC is a solid 12 at the moment because I'm raging.
16.
So much better
will
than mine.
save.
Will save. Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
We'll see. We'll
see. Be quiet over
you
there.
are good. Give me a second will save as you hear this creature start to mimic a... Well, it sounds like a small cat. Sounds like a small cat. And that small cat says like... Meow, 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 meow,
somehow worse.
And it starts to sound like Calgadir. You're good. It doesn't steal your voice. That's fantastic. It tried to steal your voice, but it doesn't steal your voice. It tried. It tried to do it. Appius, you are a wizard.
Is going to once again attempt to command undead. He's going
Love
to
it.
5-foot step up here and try to get the other one in the back.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh.
Nope. Marking off my last personal command undead. And that's what I got.
Lucas.
So I'm going to step up next to the wizard and go, do you want me to destroy them all?
Kill them all.
All right. He will present his... holy symbol. Balani, I call upon your power. And he will...
Let's go.
Channel energy.
Wow.
11 feet, 11 damage, 30 feet.
DC
so that should
is...
DC
almost.
is... Oh, it's not on there?
Higher than a 12.
Shoot. Where is it? 16. No.
He is 10 plus half cleric level
10
plus
plus
charisma.
half cleric level plus charisma. So I should have that written on there somewhere. I don't know why. It's
Yeah,
not
it should
showing up.
pop up. I don't know why it doesn't.
Because it's not a spell, and that doesn't do that there.
Ah.
So 10 plus half cleric level, so that's 12. Plus cleric charisma is plus 2, 14.
So you watch
So only one.
as this pulse of golden energy flows out, this white kind of dome-like, as I've described it in the past, and it strikes the one that's right in front of Calgadir, and you watch as it burns away, and you hear this shriek that doesn't sound childlike. It sounds almost like a banshee, but that one is destroyed. The rest of them, you watch as bits of their bony kind of bodies turn to ash. Bits of the webbing, the spider webbing around them seem to burn away, but it doesn't appear to do as much holy damage as you would have expected. So they're still standing. Anything else, Lucas?
Nothing I can do in Pathfinder. Yeah.
This one here is going to move forward.
AOL?
5th verse, absolutely.
Okay, Dougly. Let's smack a bitch. Oh, come on.
Swing and a miss as it rushes forward. Tries to grab
the other Attic Whisperer.
But it misses. Now, that Attic Whisperer hasn't acted yet.
Oh, that's fair.
But it is now its turn, and it is under your command, good sir.
Step up, make an attack, and ride flanking.
Like it.
Hey, flanking. Nice.
It swings on its friend, getting a 13, which is a miss. 15 plus the additional, that is unfortunately a miss. But it is now back to Boris's turn.
Boris.
Boris hears a whistle and is just going to kind of move up to get next to me. And I think that's going to be the action, his action.
I like it. I like it. Rikus, back to your turn. You're still struggling to breathe slightly, that fatigued condition. What would you like to do?
I can't. I mean, I'm not going to shove Calgadir out of the way. He's clearly doing much better there than I was. Can I get a poke at one of them?
Absolutely, you can slash through it. They are getting partial cover because you're slashing like around the corner through a doorway.
I'm gonna take a swing at that one who's squared up with K-Dog.
K-Dog.
All right, come on.
K-Dizzle. 18 is a miss, unfortunately. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
18's a miss.
18 is a miss.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's
probably got a really high dex bonus or something.
Crazy.
The Static Whisper here is going to try to grab onto Calgadir. 24 is a critical. 14 does confirm. Calgadir, I need you to roll your will save twice and take the worst result.
Roll it twice, take the worst result. Oh, fantastic.
My neck of the woods, they call this disadvantage.
You are completely fine. It doesn't matter. I need you to roll a second will save. As you hear it start to sound like a cat meowing, and then it starts to sound like your voice. Same thing.
Alright, double
roll
roll then.
Disadvantage. You got it, brother.
15, 15.
Oh, Calgadir, I have good news and bad news. Which would you like first?
Bad news first, always.
You're not fatigued. That's the good news. I know you asked for the bad news first, but the bad news is really bad. You can't speak anymore. Literally, you cannot speak. Your voice is stolen, and this little Attic Whisper right here, you hear it go, Calgadir! Ah! And it sounds just like you in this moment. And, yeah, we're gonna make note of that. But, Gris, you're up next.
Okay, well, I'm going to shoot.
This is weird.
I'm going to shoot a Calgadir here. Attic little bastard.
That little fucker.
And I believe that is going to be...
Oof. The arrows all go wide. I mean, it's just, it sounds like Calgadir. Maybe he is the Attic Whisperer. Maybe, I don't know if you should kill it. It's terrible. It's terrible. Calgadir, you are silenced, unfortunately.
Silenced, unfortunately.
Tap his ass.
Yeah, we're gonna you know, I thought about taking True Strike as my next spell, and I didn't, and now I'm wishing I had, because it would give me plus 20 to this one. But we're gonna try and clock this thing in front of me. Let me double check. I don't think I have to. No, I don't. It's okay. 25.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit. Solid blow on the one in front of you. It staggers slightly. Again, more childlike toys and trinkets fall away from it, clattering to the floor. There's a whole pile of them now on the ground, but it's still standing.
Okay.
Still standing, grasping at you like a toddler reaching for its parent.
There, got disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah. Thank you. I hate it, as Fire likes to say.
Uppies.
Oh man, up, up, and the Attic Whisper over here actually does say up, up, but reaches to touch you once again with its ability.
Okay.
As a 19 is a hit, I need you to give me a will save again.
29.
Fine. Totally fine. Give me another will save.
Shit.
You're totally good.
Man of determination, willpower, sheer force of will.
Cool. Thanks. Save the good ones for everybody.
Magic missile the one in front of Calgadir, hoping it's damaged enough to drop.
I love it. Pop, pop. The Attic Whisper crumples to the ground, destroyed. Completely shattered away. Hey, it's Lucas. You're up next.
Well, we're going to do it again. Because that's pretty much all I can do. And I just recalculated it's actually a DC 15. But that wouldn't have mattered on the last one. So he will once again present his holy symbol and pray harder.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
There it is. And as
So
the
DC
wave
15.
of golden white positive energy washes out from the holy symbol, slightly illuminating the chamber beyond, you watch as each of the Attic Whisperers starts to turn to ash, but as they turn to ash, simultaneously in a chorus of voices, they let out a cry that sounds like a dying goat. Need everyone to give me a will save now, please.
Oof.
Ooh,
Mm.
Chris.
Epius, Gris, you both are fatigued the remainder of this day, as that haunting dying goat sound fills your mind and your very bones. To the bones, Zeb. To the bones. Who would dare?
Oh, my bones.
Dying goat.
You're
A man with
a man's
bones.
bones.
Okay, so we got Rikus, fatigued, Appius, and Gris.
I'm fatigued
What
for
affects me?
I'm fatigued for like one round.
You're fatigued
but-
for one round, so I'm not worried about you. All right, I'm going to use 3 of my restorative touches and
Don't-
remove the fatigued.
Don't touch me.
Okay,
Fatigue
2 of the
it's
my restorative touches.
yeah, it basically
So-
won't affect me.
Yeah.
As long as I don't start getting bopped on.
So you guys don't have fatigued anymore, Rikus and Gris.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Onward.
I question Jim. Are the toys still on the ground?
They are.
Yeah.
Are they? Hey, Epius, are these toys dangerous?
That one looks like it's made out of lead.
Well,
The
I
bigger
don't know.
question.
Are they magic? Are they cursed? Are they?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
do we
like
need
that?
to get rid of the
People
toys
detect
before they
magic.
come back? The thing, wizard boy.
Yeah, he'll detect magic on the toys and the
They do not
contents of the
detect
room.
his magic. They do not detect his magic. They seem mundane.
Do they look like they're worth anything?
They look old. Maybe a collector might like them. They look
Well-
to be a couple hundred years out of date.
Epius, I wasn't.
No, they're in good condition, you know?
I don't want to sell them. I want to bring
you-
them
you
back
don't?
and I want to give them to the children in the town. They've had a rough couple of days.
It's fine with me.
The real question is, can Calgadir speak again since that thing was killed? Or is
Yes,
he
you
still
may.
mute?
Your voice
Okay.
is back.
I like how he
Okay.
just doesn't.
There we go.
Like, he just.
Yeah. Epius kind of looks at the door and stands there like, well, I'm not going in first.
All right.
This is very comfortable.
Rikus is just gonna walk in.
There are 4 sarcophagi. One to the right, one to the left, from your perspective as you enter in. And then there's this massive statue, stone statue of a horse rearing back on its legs, hind legs. You notice that beneath this horse statue, there appears to be a door, or a trap door of some sort. It's not hidden, doesn't appear to be set there to, it's obvious. It's quite obvious that it's present. And other than that, just the 4 sarcophagi and this horse statue with a trap door beneath its hooves.
Pop with a sarcophagi, see what happens.
So are these the
Alright.
are these the dragon slayers or
Are they full size sarcophagi
The
or
one
small
to the
They're
sarcophagi?
small size sarcophagi.
I don't like this.
Well, they're probably going to be empty.
It probably killed whatever was in them. 'Cause-
Still don't
All
like
right, all
this.
right. Right, it's just gonna hook right, go crack open one of the sarcophagi.
All you find inside is bone dust. That's it.
Empty. Not even bones.
Well, let's check the next ones. No
Same
reason not to be
in
thorough.
Each and every one of them.
So there were children buried here too.
Probably died during the dragon attacks, I imagine.
Well, it put in the tomb to protect Tula.
I don't
Because
think they're here to protect.
well, they certainly weren't exactly happy to see us.
No. Was there any kind of inscriptions on the sarcophagi or anything?
They all bear the surname of Tula. So this was likely her family that was buried here with her. Perhaps her children, perhaps relatives of some sort. You're not precisely sure.
All right.
They just...
I'm gonna go ahead and detect magic on the horse and the trap door, see if there's anything to loot.
The horse and the trap door, they're very, very magical. Emphasis on trap.
The horse and the trap door would be a great bar name.
Well, we have no means of disabling a trap.
There is strong illusion magic on that trap door.
I mean, let's just say you can just take a handful of toys and throw them at it and see what happens.
Go outside.
Let's take a rock and toss the trap door from the door entrance.
Oh.
Right, someone get a trap stick.
Oh boy.
Don't we have a 10-foot pole?
Oh.
Well, I mean, the rock is longer range than the 10-foot pole.
True enough.
Give me a range touch attack, whoever wants to throw the stone.
I'm pretty shit at throwing.
I'll do it. Kogan can do it. He's not bad.
Are you not backing out of the room to do it?
Well, I mean, I could, yeah. See what's the distance. What?
That piece will in fact climb about halfway back up the stairwell.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. That's an easy throw. That's within standard rock range.
Standard rock.
Yeah, we'll get back in here.
Should have taken the stone throwing feat so I can throw boulders at people. No, okay. Standard touch or range tag 23.
The rock flies. It strikes the trapdoor. And the trapdoor doesn't look like a trapdoor anymore. Kinda looks like it has teeth.
Ah, the old statue mimic.
And you watch as it starts to kind of chomp down on the stone. And then the statue itself starts to kind of undulate and move. And yeah, that wasn't a trapdoor.
That's beautiful.
That was a mimic. And we're gonna reroll initiative. And let's get after it, boys.
I haven't fought a mimic in like 2 years. Last one I fought was a ship mimic. That was fun.
Oh shit.
First fight of a mimic. I'm excited.
You never fought a mimic before? Yeah.
Never.
They're fun to throw at players.
Don't tell them.
They're fun to throw at PCs. Because you can make anything a mimic. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you know what?
What? Your childhood best friend? It's a mimic.
It's a mimic, yeah.
The home you grew up in? It's a mimic.
Community playground equipment? Mimic.
I'll get off topic for just a second. In Torchlight 2, you can have little animals follow you to gather your loot. You get a little mimic one, and it eats all the loot and carries it for you. It's great.
FPS will call out to everyone, stay close for one moment.
Staying close.
For one moment.
And how big is this? This thing is large creature, right?
It's like bordering large, but it's on the upper side of medium.
So like refrigerator box?
Yeah, refrigerator box. Yeah, like childhood spaceship box.
Childhood spaceship box.
Yeah,
the water heater box.
Well, I was a very ambitious childhood spaceship captain, so refrigerator box it is. Space freighter.
All right. Well, first the initiative is the mimic.
Damn.
Because apparently this thing is super fast, and it is going to charge, just like scurrying on weird kind of legs across the floor. and it's going to get to right there with its weird teeth eyes, and it's kind of shaped like a stone horse, but now it's purple. I don't know. It's weird. And it's going to try to bite you, Calgadir.
Right.
And I just want to say that in advance, I apologize for this. 27.
Oof, yeah, that hits.
All right, so as it chomps down on you, it seems to find the fleshy bits that that you didn't want it to find. And
that's not good.
It's sweeter.
21 points of damage.
Mm.
I also
should have worn sleeves.
Need you to make a reflex save, please.
Reflex save. Okay. Yeah. 22.
All right.
God, stop.
You are not stuck to the mimic. That is good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Good.
Good thing though. Right.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
But you watch as more of this adhesive starts to pour out of its pores, and you're pretty sure everybody gets one, and that was your one. So
do you have any universal solvent?
Chris, it's your turn.
Oh God, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and shoot him.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Rapid, turn that off. So that should be. This cape is gonna fucking bother me.
I don't know why you went for a cape. It's like the worst thing. Capes are terrible.
Nice.
Had one of the marching band. Fucking hated it.
I bapped him.
13 is a hit. 27 is a hit. Both of those go through into the mimic, piercing into its weird kind of flesh stone thing. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But Rikus, you're up next.
Okay. Well,
Feel free to shove me out of the way.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's fine.
That Calgadir doesn't like shove him back to here, maybe.
Yeah,
like
I will. Yeah, Calgadir just took a hit, so he's like,
I'll just be like, my turn.
He's like holding his side. He's like, for you.
And but that'll be my standard for the.
Yeah.
Turn, so.
I will not resist the shove.
Lucas, you're up next.
Well, Lucas is not in a really good position to attack from here. He'll step back and, well, I think about the only thing I can do to help people in this situation is to just bless us all.
Love it.
Milani bless
Everyone
us,
gets a bless.
Appius, you're up next.
Taste everybody for 5 rounds.
Yes!
Yes. Boris, your dog.
Oof.
Oh, that helps.
Daddy like.
I'm going to whistle and have Boris come over on this side of Epius.
I forgot what haste
and
is.
get ready to.
It should be in the drop down menu for buffs, but it's AC.
I got it.
Extra attack.
To attempt to, if he needs to grab Epius and drag him out of harm's way.
Oh boy. Calgadir.
Okie dokie, Calgadir gonna get Angie again. So once again for the second time, nice and angry. I'm trying to think. I mean, how big this thing is. I mean, is it taking up the whole space in front of the doorway?
Whole space. All you can see is eyes, teeth, and what appears to be a treasure chest wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a stone horse.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. And I assume I can do the same thing, try and hit him around the corner with
Absolutely.
the cover bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Do I want to put a spell on? No, I'll just try and attack. We'll get some damage in. Right.
Do it the old way.
That is a hit for 16 damage. Give me a reflex save.
Reflex save. Lovely. 16.
You pull back. Your axe doesn't come with you. It's now stuck to the creature.
Stuck to the creature.
It rips it right out of your hands. You are no longer axe wielding.
He has a second axe.
That's good.
You always have a backup axe. Since I didn't move, could I draw my other axe as my movement action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then I will swing with the normal axe.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It's a little crazy. A little rules bendy, but I like it.
Yeah. You gotta have 2 axes, right? Shaggy likes axes. That's and 23.
23 for 13. Make another reflex save.
Reflex save. If it takes this axe, we're gonna roll. Yeah. Ninja's just gonna start punching. Oh, come on!
And you have now lost your second axe. Is now stuck on the side of the creature.
Fantastic. He's still got more weapons, but he doesn't have any more attacks. So that'll be it.
Oh god.
All right, that'll be it. Maybe I should have just cast spells on myself instead.
Hey, Kelgadir.
Yeah.
It kind of starts to like turn a little amorphous and like bites you through the doorway, or at least tries to. And it is throwing its entire being at. It's a 20. Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
+1 from haste.
What's your CMD?
That's what the plus. My CMD is 24.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Because here's the problem.
Yep.
It automatically grapples you.
Oh, fantastic.
It's got that adhesive. But what it's going to try to do is it's going to try to swallow you whole.
But here's the question: can it pull me like around the corner through the thing?
You're going to get some bonuses. You're going to get some bonuses. All right. It's going to have to roll pretty well, but it does have a really good bonus to its CMD. All right. I'm just forewarning you.
Well, I think I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have like the highest.
30?
24.
All right,
well, what bonuses do I get?
Like a +4. Does that do it?
No, it puts me at 28. It's not enough.
All right. Well, here's the good news. Kelgadir, you can still see Kelgadir's feet. You can still see his feet sticking out of this thing. However, it did hit you.
Okay.
Plus, you take a whopping 25 points of damage.
Oh, that would be 20. Okay.
And you are now halfway in its gullet.
Well,
whatever a gullet is.
I have a short sword, so I'm going. On my next turn, I'm just start shaking.
I agree. I think that's a great idea. Gris, your friend's being eaten by a mimic, so this is a thing.
And you just hear yelling.
Mixed with.
Let's get a rapid shot.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Sure, you rolled a haste one.
Yep, I already got it equipped.
Oh boy.
Someone cast healing spells at Kelgadir's feet.
I totally can. I will allow it.
Should be.
I gotta be
very
able to
healthy
touch
feet.
you, and that ain't gonna happen.
You gotta be able to touch me. Yeah. Be brave.
Oh, mama!
That's
That is
nice.
8. That is 13. That is
33.
12. It's still up, but a byproduct of it getting pelted a bunch, it spits Kelgadir onto the ground next to
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
kind of like does a gag reflex and spits him out. Kelgadir, you're prone and on the ground and covered in slime and sticky goo, but you're no longer being eaten, which is probably a good thing.
Hey, look, being covered in slime and sticky goo on prone, it's like a normal Friday night.
There you go. All right. Let's come on. Keep it PG, all right? No NC-17, all right? Marilyn Monroe movie. All right, calm down.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
Rikus, your friend just got almost eaten.
Okay. This is probably not going to be great, but I am going to. I'm going to try to strike it with my sword.
I love it. I believe.
Let's go.
Oh,
natural 1.
That's a natural
That's a miss, though.
That's a miss. That's good. Maybe it's a good thing. Roll to confirm.
Oh, yay. Oh. Okay, does not confirm.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're good. That actually does confirm at a 16. That does confirm. That's a confirmed critical miss. So we are going to go.
Oh, no.
And you know what? You know what? You guys are in luck. I never copied over the critical miss stack.
Well, can I just... How about... Can I spend a hero point to reroll that attack?
You absolutely can.
All right. Let's do that instead.
28 for 8. Now roll me a reflex save.
Fuck.
I hate this thing.
Look, Calgadir's buying weapons.
You're good. Your sword's not stuck. You managed to pull it back out.
And I think just
roll your second attack, dude.
Yeah, you still have a second attack.
Yeah.
You do have a second attack, yeah.
Should you choose to use it?
I think that's really sticky.
Another hit.
22 for 6.
Good.
Roll me a reflex
Okay.
save.
God damn it!
Your sword is stuck. You lose your sword.
God damn it!
Slips right out of your hand.
I've got more weapons.
It's
You
fine.
got the flail. You got the flail. You're good.
Happy
Yeah.
if you're a wizard. What do you want to do?
Oh my god, this is a
Yeah,
fucking
I'm gonna-
catastrophe.
I'm gonna throw a snowball at it.
Okay.
ESP.
1d20
Okay,
plus
you forgot
my
Lucas.
range touch.
I love
Oh,
it.
Lucas got forgot. Lucas got forgot.
No, Lucas, your turn. I'm sorry,
Lucas.
buddy. I'm sorry. Lucas, your turn. Your turn.
It's
Your turn.
okay. Snowball's actually a really good one. I don't really want to use this one right here, but
Oh my god. That's so good.
I guess I'm going to need to.
Of all the things we've dealt with, this is by far my least favorite.
This is a
I
fucking
hate these
circus.
things.
Bring that blob thing back. Bring the blob thing back.
Yeah.
I'm
Get the big
going-
gibbering mouther back in here.
Well.
I'm going to cast Searing Light, and I rolled a fucking one.
Oh, that's terrible. Roll to confirm.
Oh my
Get it.
god.
You got hero points, man.
Oh
No.
god.
Oh no.
Do you want to use a hero point to reroll that?
Oh god.
You know what? Sometimes failure is funny.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
God.
having so much fun.
Yeah, I'm going to use a hero point. 'cause I
Okay. I
gotta-
was gonna say, 'cause I'm gonna blind you in response to that.
It just blows
Oh,
up in your
this
face.
doesn't blind, I don't think.
It's gonna happen.
It does. It does when you fucking roll a natural one. Okay.
Yeah,
If you roll another one, I'm gonna squeal with joy.
So really
I
roll.
believe
I mean, it's meant to be if he does it again. Like that's.
You just hush.
Take a walk.
Oh,
God damn.
Oh.
that
I
sucks.
mean,
Unfortunately, the
it's
Searing Light
still-
flies
spell.
past it, blasting into the wall behind, singeing a bit of the stonework, actually melting it slightly, but does no damage to the creature.
Well, wait a minute.
Epius.
Why isn't my range modifier not
12 touch?
doing it?
12 is also a miss, actually. This thing's pretty
damn.
nimble.
Oh, fair enough.
Hold on.
God.
Hold on. That thing's not set up right. I'm sorry.
Then you should
That
fix
should
it.
be the second one should have been a 18.
18 would hit.
Well, no, the roll to confirm the
Then it would
critical.
not have confirmed the crit miss.
It wouldn't have confirmed. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. The reroll would have been a 13 to hit.
13
I don't know
would have missed
why.
as well.
All right. Tick down
know
haste.
why.
That's my turn.
Boris is a doggo.
Boris is gonna kind of hold action, ready to grab
no.
Epius
should-
and get him out of the way.
He should throw himself at the mimic, so that we can get a chance to get our weapons back.
Calgadir, you're next.
All right. Let's see. Calgadir has the sword and he has a longbow.
Oh, this is locked.
Sword.
The sword. No, he's got to keep the sword in case he gets swallowed again.
It's
'Cause
okay. Yeah,
when you
fair
get
enough.
swallowed, you can only use a light
Ah.
weapon. It's a shanking
Oh.
sword.
I could have thrown you my bastard sword. Damn it.
I can. I gotta.
you Rankus has my flail. Well, it's his
And
flail now.
I've got a falchion too that you can.
Oh, falchion would be good because I can two-hand it.
You can two-hand the falchion for 2d4. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So, still within its reach. So either way, I'm just gonna probably gonna take a swing at it no matter what I do. If I stand up or, pull out the bow and shoot it because I can shoot from prone. I think. I'm trying to think what my best bet here is. Just a second.
Look at
Yeah.
how cute it is. It's all purple and got eyeballs.
I do
And its
like
teeth.
that.
It's
It
pretty
is.
cute, right?
It is a little adorable piece of shit.
I like its little arms.
They're
Cute
horrible.
arms,
Thank you, I
little
hate it.
Gangly.
Whoa.
Mimics are the worst thing
grippers.
ever invented.
Mimics are the worst thing ever invented. I mean,
Look at him.
Maybe.
Look at his little grippers.
Look at he's
You
so
tell me
cute.
that's the worst
He's living
thing.
his best life. He's just trying. He's trying to live his best life.
I guess I'm gonna try and get away from it. I'm gonna take an AOO probably. Like, stand up, try and move out of its range.
Does a 20 hit you? I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, it would.
I'm really sorry. 20
No, you're-
damage.
Oh,
No, you're not. Don't lie to me. You're not sorry for shit.
You watch as Calgadir tries to scramble to his feet. The creature forms a mouth on its
Whack.
backside, chomps onto his legs, and then
Ew.
pulls him in. And you just see Calgadir
Oh
start
my
bleeding
God.
out.
You
in
got
its
you got
mouth.
you got bitten by the ass mouth.
Yeah, its mouth. Now it is its turn.
Never go ask him out.
You know what?
There was literally nothing I could do. Like, there was nothing I could do.
Hey, Rikus.
No, he got.
Yeah.
Hey, Rikus.
Yo.
Is it 27 hit you?
Oh, yeah, it does.
All right.
Oh.
You take 16 damage. What's your CMD?
Yeah. My CMD.
Remember your DR5?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. My CMD right now is 19.
Well, you're next to Kelgadir, who's unconscious inside of this thing's mouth, and you take 11 damage after accounting your DR.
Okay.
So you're both being eaten alive by this thing, and it's very sticky in here.
Rikus,
smelly.
Feed me a potion. Feed me a potion.
Hang on.
Gris, your friends are being eaten alive by a giant mimic.
Okay.
It seems to be getting bigger too, by the way. Like that's what you just like. It's starting to grow in size. It's getting bigger.
Just for the record, Calgadir's never gonna listen to any of the ranged characters start bitching about taking damage ever again.
Oh, Gris. So you see a giant eyeball in the top of its head.
Oh, please.
You shoot once, it hits it right in between an unconscious Kelgadir and a half-eaten Rikus. And then that eyeball looks at you, and you're like, that's probably important. And you plunk an arrow right into the center of that pupil. There is a sickening kind of sound as it explodes, and the whole creature starts to melt into the floor, like it's literally turning into, like, melting jello. And both an unconscious Kelgadir, still sticky, still slimy, and a conscious Rikus, still sticky, still slimy, plop to the floor, covered in mimic goo.
It's like Ghostbusters or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. That was good.
I've killed it. It's dead.
Fuck! Y'all all got healed for 4 points of freaking damage.
Okay.
For the love of God, can I not be the only one who hits shit?
Yo, I mean, I don't want to. Okay.
That is just, oh my god.
Oh, that was fun.
1-1.
That was a good time.
1-1.
That was a great time.
I hate mimics.
They're so much fun.
No, they're not.
Good news is that you do find there was an actual stairwell beneath that statue that appears to head deeper.
Oh, fuck Tula.
The crypt.
Fuck this bitch. Fuck her.
You're muted, Rikus. You're muted.
Yeah, Rikus hasn't gotten up yet. And just like, he's just like almost, and then like, just in like one moment, just,
Epius.
And then he gets up.
The golem tries to stick its head through the small opening and just goes, bruh.
Come on, lean down. We've been over this.
Bruh.
He just walks through and like takes the top of the doorway out.
just a cartoon outline of its head on the door, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Popeyes through the door.
All right, Calgadir 7.
Okay.
Kelgadir, you awaken, still angry.
Oh, yeah, he awakens. Well, because he doesn't lose rage when he gets knocked out.
Calgadir 2.
I just imagine
That's so good.
He just wakes up and starts punching at the air. What happened?
Start prestidigitating people clean the best he can.
I think it was allergic to us.
Another 4.
Just picking up just slime covered arrows. Just, yeah, sure, that's what it was, Rikus.
Kelgadir grabs Rikus and it's like, thank you for trying to save me, and then he just like,
yeah.
He just blows like the slime out of his nose and stuff.
It's in nooks and crannies you didn't know you had. It's bad.
It's like I hate mimic slime. It's slimy and it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
In my neck of the woods, we call that blowing snot rockets.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's doing. But
look at the cat.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
there it is. Let me use this one instead.
Boris, quit. Don't eat that.
Don't Boris, stop it. Don't try and lick the floor.
It's like chewing on one of the teeth bones. It's
just the dog thing of no.
Yeah.
What is your matter?
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, are there bits of it left? Like,
yeah, there's a couple bits of it left. There's some like teeth bones and things like that.
Yeah, Kagadir's gonna grab a tooth. He's gonna mount it like a unicorn on the raptor head. That's what he's gonna do with it.
It's in my raccoon wounds.
Those things are.
Oh,
I hate
that's
those
funny.
things. I hate them. I hate them.
Oh, that was.
How was your first experience with a mimic? Did you enjoy it?
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because he's.
I'm gonna be a ranger forever now. Fuck that.
Yeah, you never want to touch
melee combat. That shit's scary. Eaten by giant statue mimics.
Oh my god. Little kids with box heads take your lungs and shit. Fuck that. I'll just shoot you with an arrow. This is bullshit.
You know what? You know what I would love? I would love to take Zeb into the Tomb of Horrors.
Oh no. My god, no.
Maybe one day.
One day.
Oh man,
we used to run that every Halloween. I fucking hate the Tomb of Horrors.
From the now opened stairwell that seems to lead deeper into the crypt, you hear what can only be described as burning flames, like open fire, and the kind of a heavy stomping. And you can see this soft orange glow that is emanating up from that stairwell. But because, honestly, the Game Master is very tired after working 13 hours today, I think that's a great point to actually end today's session on a bit of a cliffhanger. I know it was a little shorter, but I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be back with you guys, so thank you for playing. Yeah, but we're going to pick back up here next week for session 10. Because
you got it. You got it.
Session 10 of Dragon's Demand, Chapter 3, Dragon Slayers, where they will continue to explore the crypt of Tula, the supposed hero, the supposed savior and founder of the town that was actually a traitor to her people and an ally of the dragons. So we're going to see what other strange and horrible things await them inside of this tomb. But let's talk turkey. Let's talk some turkey. For defeating the monsters that you defeated today, you all gain an inordinate amount, because that was a CR9 mimic, because it was funny. And you all gain 3,100 experience points.
Ooh.
3,100.
So puts it at 18.6.
Puts it at 18.6. Very, very close.
What's our next breakpoint?
23.
Very close. You're getting there. You're almost there. But in the meantime, any other final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we wrap up today's session of Dragon's Demand?
I demanded before the game a dragon, and we have yet to find a dragon.
We got dragon bones. We got dragon bones.
I showed you a dragon bone.
I'm just saying, man.
But that's dragon adjacent, though.
Well, as I always say at the end of every session, thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. Happy gaming, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Same game time, same game place for Session 10 of Dragon's Demand and the inevitable end of the Dragon Slayers. But, or maybe their survival. I don't know. I think Chris will be fine. What? He's learned the value of ranged characters. But good night, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Cheers.